Good morning, YouTubers. Excuse me and bless me. I got this thing where somebody coughs and yawns, I bless them, or I say bless you. When the reason for that, and that's not the topic at hand, but the reason I do that is because I don't believe you're only supposed to say bless you if somebody sneezes. Yeah, supposedly their heart stops. And that's a main reason why people say bless you after people sneeze. But if you cough around me, if you yawn around me, if you burp around me, if you fart me, I'm going to say bless you. And that's not to saturate the word bless you. It's just I believe. Excuse me and bless me. I just believe to pass on blessings or to say bless you as a blessing, because that is a blessing. Okay, now let me get to the story. And this is a real, by the end of this, you'll be like, damn, this boy be speaking some motherfucking truth or some real shit. Okay. Last night, I'm at a merchandise establishment, if you know what I mean. Some of y'all that are slick with the tongue, they do. Anyways, I'm chilling. It's this cross-dresser nigga. He's a boy, but he dresses up in girls' clothes, and he does God knows what he does. I've got a real inclination on what he does, but I don't want to disrespect him or disrespect um the trans community or disrespect anybody who isn't straight. Cause I don't have a problem with homosexuals. I don't have a problem with people that live ulterior lifestyles. I don't even try to understand it, but it's understanding that comes with me. I'm not one of those closed off motherfuckers that'll just be like, yeah, get away from me. I'll speak to you and I'll keep it kosher and copacetic. But once you cross the line, I'm gonna let you know, hey, I don't roll down that stream. Excuse me once again, man. It's not even 11 in the morning yet. You feel me? I'm just literally waking up, still in bed, literally, or whatever the fuck I call this. If y'all knew the truth about me, man, y'all. Anyways, so I'm sitting down doing what I do, and the cross-dresser dude, he's wearing a black skirt, some pumps. He ain't have his wig on this time, but he usually has a wig and a little spaghetti strap. He signals me to like outside, kinda. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Excuse me, bless me, and pardon my French. If it's a little excessive cursing, I am apologizing for that. Anyways, he signals me outside, and he's like, hey, you know that girl that you... Okay, before I tell you that, I'm gonna tell you this. Me and this girl had a short stretch to where... See, my girl's in jail. Rest in peace, Miss Edna. Shout out to Edna. That's her name. T-Baby, Edna. Rest in peace, my auntie T-Baby. Don't get lost records. So, like anything I do is not... It's just fictitious. It's not to the sense of like I don't have any feelings for anybody else, but it's gonna have to be like I would really have to be into you. You know what I'm talking about? To just throw what I got away with the one that's locked up. Anyway, excuse me, free Kodak, man. I'm glad to see that boy 6ix9ine home doing numbers. Free Kodak, man. Write in the comments if y'all think Kodak will get out and do bigger numbers than 6ix9ine, cause that was crazy. Anyway, He pulled me out. Okay, yeah, I was kind of socializing with this girl for a few weeks. Me being oblivious to the fact, because I didn't know her before I started going to this place, and I met her at this place. So I didn't know what this dude was about to tell me. Excuse me, bless me. I had a question. Side note: does anybody else's jaw kind of lock when they yawn, or is that just me? I'd be scared as shit to yawn, cause after I yawn, it's like my jaw, it's like it's broken or something. But it takes a while. It takes like 4 seconds for it to get back, and I'd be like, is that normal? Comment in the comment section and tell me if that's normal or not. Anyways, me and this girl, we're kicking it. Not anything physical or sexual, because I honestly am not a thirsty human being. I like to build a friendship and a nice bond with the opposite sex before I become physical, because it's much more intimate that way for me. Long story short, the dude seen us a couple times in this establishment, like cuddled up sometimes. We was always together. Excuse me, bless me. So last night, he kept saying, you need to like keep your business to yourself. And I'm like looking screw faced, like, what are you talking about in my head? So he walks in, he purchases what he purchases, and he signals me as he's walking outside. Now everybody knows this guy, like, he's turned boys into men, if you know what I mean. You hear me? This ain't an R&B group either, my nigga. This guy has turned numerous boys into men, like on some homo stuff. He's turned them out, signaling me over, and I'm like, oh man, what you think is sweet? But anyway, like I said, I don't judge nobody. I walked out the door. He's like, shut the door. I walked out. I'm like, what's going on, bro? What's up? Excuse me, bless me. And he's like, hey, don't tell her that I told you this, but you know that girl had AIDS. I said, what? You know what I'm talking about? He said, yeah, she's got HIV or some shit. I said, okay. Immediately following what he said, I said, okay, I never touched her. Meaning we never got intimate. I've never touched her. You know what I'm talking about? He's like, yeah, I just want to tell you that. But don't tell her that I told you. And I'm like, no, I won't. I appreciate that you telling me this, though. Me and this girl had stopped because, she had a little situation. She had multiple little situations, but one of the situations that I knew of, she had a dude that went up to Indiana for like a month. I gotta wake up, ain't it? Her little situation with her man, they got into it. He went to Indiana. He came, and while he was in Indiana, I slid in without sliding in, you feel me? But to the outside perspective, it looks like, damn, this nigga's probably smashing this little girl, and he don't even know she got AIDS. But whole time, it was just off some friend shit. I was helping her out when she was helping me out. Really, I was helping her more out than she was helping me out. But I don't know what it was. I just felt something, like something drew me to her. But I never touched her. I never tried to slide up in her. We slept together multiple times. Like, I'm talking about on some sleepover type shit. We cuddled. But that was the most that ever happened. The reason I'm making this video today, though, is this is a fucking epidemic. You talking about coronavirus. This, like, meeting people and them having diseases or them being sick and not letting you know, this shit has got to stop, G. Like, why isn't law enforcement more onto this, man? You know what I'm talking about? Why isn't it more laws being passed to keep our safety, the people who aren't sick, the people who don't have diseases, the people who don't have HIV or AIDS? Why are we just thrown out here in this fucking bucket with all of these sick motherfuckers? That bothers me so much. And it's, man, I can go so much deeper into that. It's like trannies, yes, you do have to tell people, like, if you look that good as a transsexual. I watch Jerry Springer. That's one of my favorite shows. You hear me? And I hear this all the time. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, no. I didn't have to tell you that I was a man. Yes, you do. You absolutely, positively have to tell motherfuckers. Like, I don't know what's the big deal. If I had AIDS, if I had herpes, and if like it was a young prospective young lady who wanted to speak to me, it may not be the first day, it may not be the second day, it may not be a week into it, but I should tell her that first day to be a man about it. But before we have any sexual relations or sexual contact, I'm going to tell you, hey, look, I think you should know this, and I really don't want you to leave me as a friend, because I know you are. And that's why people don't do that, because they're afraid to lose that person that they've become accustomed to. Just tell the motherfucker you sick. If anything, they'll respect you more for you telling them that. And if they don't respect you whatsoever, they weren't meant for you. G shit. Like, no matter how good this person looks, no matter how good the conversation is, motherfucker was gonna be more happy that you told them than if you didn't tell them. I woke up heavy with this on my mind, bro. Like, now what if I was a thirsty ass nigga and I jumped right into her pool with no motherfucking life vest, so to speak. With no floating utensil, with no floating device. You feel me? I'd have been out here sick, not knowing, and then when this motherfucker told me last night, my whole world would have been crushed. My whole world would have crashed down on me. Man, I'm sure, like, y'all, look, y'all just be careful out there, man. Like, be careful. It's not just about strapping up. It's really the message that I want to rely or to relay to folks is you don't got to be dirty like that. You don't got to be thirsty like that. Like, it don't got to be fuck, especially when you just meeting somebody. Hear this and realize this. When you are just meeting someone, don't put yourself at risk like that, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've learned, but I've had a lot of time to learn when I was younger, cause I had the girls on me. You feel me? I've made the mistake of I got the condom in my pocket, but I still bypass that choice and I still go and have unprotected sex. I grew out of that stage. Nowadays, if I'm not trying to impregnate you, like if we're not in a real deal seal relationship, I'm not having unprotected sex with you, bruh. You feel me? That's just, and I thank God that I've grown out of that mode to where I got the condom on me. You feel me? But it's just I guess you could call it the heat of the moment or the heat of passion. You just say forget it and you just go right in. Nah, I just want to say, man, be safe out there, man, for real. Cause I usually, be fucking off, but I dead ass woke up with this shit on my mind. Like, damn, it's not even her. Where I come from, it's a lot of these motherfuckers out here that, like, if you don't know and if you're not like tuned in to the streets, if you don't know somebody that knows that person, oh, you're God. You're God a long time ago. If you don't know somebody that knows that person and is willing to pull you aside and say, hey, man, I don't think you even know what you're getting yourself into. This person has this and that. This person has da da da. This person has da da da. You know what I'm talking about? You'll be out here. hating the world, man. With that being said, I'm outie like the A7, man. I'm outie, you hear me? Don't get lost records. This has been another message from the captain, the lieutenant, the first in charge, the big boy, the chief, the head honcho, you feel me? The man. And this is Don't Get Lost Records, man. Rest in peace to my auntie T, baby. Rest in peace to Miss Dora. Rest in peace to Miss Edna. Free Edna, free T, baby. Rest in peace to my boy Gary Gutter Black Devil. Rest in peace to my boy Miles Warren. Rest in peace to, did I say Miss Dora? Rest in peace to Mr. Elamont. Rest in peace to Buck. Man, rest in peace to your people too, man. Don't Get Lost Records.